is good or not. Because of China have the very long history of the centralized government from the since 2,000 years before.
Like
Qing dynasty.
everywhere.
Yeah. So all the Chinese people is accept the centralized government or the totalitarian or also authoritarians. This is a centralized government. The peoples will accept the concept and very deep in their mind. They are brainwashed for a long time. So it's already 2,000 years before. So in the long history, the peoples they only follow the government's instruction. What do you say? I will follow you. So they don't have the democratic base. They don't have the thinking.
But wasn't that true for every civilization?
Yeah.
Until democracy.
Yeah, you can make a change. You can make a change. I don't believe. To be honest, from my perspective, I don't like the centralized government because there's too much control. They make the people silly. They make people foolish. They make people foolish. Most of the people they lose the independence of the thinking.
Babies.
Yeah, they like the babies. They give you food, you take food.
Yeah.
Give you drink, you take a drink. Give you chocolate, you take a drink. Yeah, they are. To be honest, is a slave of the country.
Yeah.
Slave of
What do
the
you think
country.
about when you compare it with India?
But okay, I will answer your questions.
Okay.
I will answer your questions.
Okay.
But in the past 40 years, China have the two-digit development, economic growth. In the past 40 years, that's a miracles. That's a miracles. But there is three reasons for the China high-speed development.
Price.
The first one is China have a 5,000 years civilizations. Never stop.
Maybe the greatest.
So that is a culture. This is the culture background. And Chinese people was under the culture. They are very united. It's the first one, the cultural reasons. Second one is China have the 1.4 billion people. And in the 1.4 billion people, China have the largest educated labor force. Educated labor force because they have the good cultures. All the Chinese people, young people, they will go to school. At least have 9 years mandatory education. They learn English. They learn Chinese, of course. They learn math. They learn physics. They learn chemistry. They learn geography. They learn biography.
Democracy, though.
But they don't learn politics. Because the politics is democratic. Politics is very dangerous. They make people those knowledge like English, chemistry, physics. They make you more smart, but it's not have your independent thinking. They don't teach the kids. They don't teach kids critical thinking and independent thinking.
Yes.
They brainwash you from the beginning of the primary school education.
As well.
Yeah, from the primary school educations, they teach you follow the government instructions. If you do not follow government instructions, you get big trouble.
We have lockdown. Everyone follows the
They will send you.
government.
Yeah, you're right. They will send you to the
It's
jail.
coming from the Chinese Communist Party.
You're right. I will talk about the lockdown in China later. But from the beginning of the kids, they like they training the kids like the soldiers. They give you information that you must follow me. I'm your authority. I'm your teacher. I'm your leaders. All the people's leaders. So I talked about before that if President of the United States become the idiot, the United States people will say, okay,
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden or Trump make the crazy decisions. United States people they can impeachment. They can they do not follow that because that's a crazy decisions. But if the president of China become an idiot and make crazy decisions, 1.4 billion people will follow it. The whole country become crazy.
So, but it's been lucky. So they didn't be as stupid, these leaders.
But
China was China. Is
but
lucky.
that's a good opportunity for all the people, whole world,
So
whole world
my
populations.
My question is,
Yeah,
so China and India in Asia.
yeah.
So which one do you think is that, you know,
Oh no. Okay, thank you. No problem. Thank you. Yeah.
which one are doing well? Which one is respected more? Which
This is
nation?
China,
And
India.
So as you say that 1.4 billion
Yeah.
Chinese, but I'm sure the Chinese people are educated, most of them, yeah?
Yeah.
Because the literacy rate in China is 99%.
You know, for the huge population countries,
99%.
like 1.4 billion people in China and 1.4 billion people in India.
Yeah.
The India have a weak culture. India,
Okay.
because they have
Just one-
too much diversified cultural backgrounds. They have Muslim cultures,
Yeah.
Islam cultures. They have the Hindu cultures.
Yeah.
They have the Sikh cultures. They have the Buddhist cultures. So too much cultures make that countries divided, too much divided,
Yeah.
and they cannot organize a centralized government. So India never become a centralized government. They never become. So they want to control some population growth is very difficult because those people have a different belief. The different belief. But like China, they do the from the 1980s. They do the one baby policy, one child policies, and I am the first generation of the one child policies. So I don't have the brother, I don't have the sisters.
But
No,
if you have any more, you eat.
Uranians.
They don't. No.
No,
They had to eat their babies.
What about China? Look,
Okay,
China, in
yeah.
China, you don't have ethnic
Yeah.
minorities. Ethnic minorities.
yeah,
How many
China,
percent?
That's how.
but
You have Muslim, you have
only 8% of the population is minority. 92% of the population is Han ethnicity. Han ethnicity. As 92%. So it's absolutely majority. So the minority, even I talk about that, I told you that Muslim people is over 25 million. Some is a big population, but Uyghurs and Miao, this is another ethnic. This minority is 14 million. It's a big, compared with UK population, you have 17 millions. So the 40 million is a big population, but in China it's a small because whole 1.4 billion people. For the minority, only less than 100 million.
So
40 million is Miao. 25 million is Uyghurs, is Muslims. Another is small. We don't have the 56. China have the 56 ethnic group.
And Korean and all the many other countries, the majority ethnic group is Han. In many other
Yeah.
nations.
No, Korea, North Korea and South Korea, we call them Korea ethnic group.
Yeah.
They are part of, in the Ming dynasty, 300 years before. The Korea and South Korea and North Korea is a dependent country of China.
Yeah.
Actually is a part of China because they use a Chinese character, they use a Chinese language, they use a Chinese text, they speak Chinese, they use a totally Chinese political system, economy system. The dependent countries.
how many languages do you have?
China's majority is Mandarin Chinese, but another second largest language is Cantonese. But China have a lot of the dialect.
how many percent
Thousands.
Cantonese? How many percent Cantonese?
Cantonese very less than 5% because the populations. Most of the Cantonese people, they can speak two languages, Mandarin and Cantonese. They can speak both because education.
Mandarin sounds nicer.
Yeah, the official language is the Mandarin. The Mandarin. So all the people all the kids go to school, they only learn Mandarin. Your dialect, your own language was taught by your parents. It's not. It's a forbidden teach in the country in the school.
Okay, standard.
Yeah, standard language is Mandarin. The schools cannot teach your dialect, your Cantonese in the school. Even so, that's I talk about the Uyghurs. The Uyghurs, their language is like Turkish.
Turkish, yeah.
Yeah, so related with Turkish. The language.